Hey guys, it's Matthew here once again, and today I wanted to show you an updated version of what Essence Drain can look like in today's world with Essence mods and basically today's league, as opposed to the last Essence Drain character which I played maybe about 3 months ago. So the difference being these days you run a decay weapon almost all of the time. The decay weapon comes from Essence of Delirium. You roll it on a weapon and it will always give you this mod of 1000 chaos damage done over 10 seconds. Now this decay mod becomes actually quite insane and carries a single target very much so when scaled just like Essence Drain does through spell damage, chaos damage, damage over time, and your gem links as can be witnessed here. A fully gem linked Vol kill in Merciless kills him in about 5 seconds or so, whereas one without any gem links does take quite substantially longer, and this is with a level 1 Essence Drain. So the decay hit is going to be based off of whatever supports you're using attached to the main hit or spell that actually triggers it, making decay an insane single target. But enough about that, because the main point here I'm trying to make is Contagion actually clears really well too, and not many people know this, because most people don't actually link anything to Contagion. Now when playing low life like I am here with a Shavs, and if you link up some damage gems to your Contagion, I currently have a 5 link for Contagion here, then it ends up actually doing quite a lot of efficient farm and clear all the way up till about tier 10. This is what I imagine would happen if you actually link up your Contagion for damage as well as having an Essence Drain for single target. Then you should be able to farm faster than you would normally with Essence Drain up until about tier 10, at which point Essence Drain will have to be used on pretty much every pack as well as Contagion. But if you want to just play around for a smoother leveling experience up until about level 85, then you can get away with just linking up your Contagion like you would normally your Essence Drain, and only have to right click once rather than Essence Draining everything as well. So in today's build I do have now Contagion and Essence Drain both linked to a 6 link, so they are both 5 linked, and the single target damage on Essence Drain with the 5 link plus the decay weapon is so far absolutely absurd. I'll have another video for you guys in the next day or two when I take on Guardians, Uber and all that, and I'll be able to compare it better to my previous Essence Drainers in terms of damage potential and how good it is for endgame clearing. But so far, 5 link Delirium plus Essence Drain is completely insane and could potentially be the strongest single target I've come across so far. Of course, you may run into some trouble with poison immune monsters like the Chimera and Hydra, but that's where Delirium is supposed to help you even further. So right now the build does have poison, and that is really good for stacking poison with your Essence Drain when you attack multiple times, but pretty much every boss I've come across up until about tier 13 only takes 1 Essence Drain and he dies almost instantly. Every boss, that is. And its area runs have been crazy, just normal ones, so is just regular map clearing. As you can see, Delirium and Essence Drain are carrying very hard, and my gear is pretty decent, I'm going to have to say. Most of this that you can see in the video, I am running a level 19 Essence Drain, so not even level 20, but I am running a level 4 Empower, meaning it's technically cancelled out to become a level 3 Empower if it's a level 20 Essence Drain. So this is a fairly realistic amount of damage that you can achieve yourself. All you really need is a Shavs. Shavs is the only sort of thing you need for the low life, and off of a 5 link it'll perform rather well still. On top of that, you'll need your Delirium weapon, and Essence of Delirium costs, I don't know, 30-40 C or so, and I rolled it on a Scepter just in case it could roll cast speed. It didn't, but if it did, cast speed is a really good modifier for your Essence Drain poison stacking. So that's why I tried to do it on a Scepter, because I'm planning to dual wield, which I currently am doing, with a Consuming Dark, because I really need poison in my build as well. So as you can see here, 5 link Essence Drain with level 19 gems is absolutely destroying its area. I only ever have to cast 1 Essence Drain and it almost takes it down to 0 every single time. It's quite insane. I'll show you what my setup looks like at the moment, but that may change in the next few days as I tackle harder content, and I just hope the damage holds up all the way through the Guardians and Shaper, and that I have something good to report back to you guys. Go over the full setup as I'll hopefully have more of a guide video in the future, but like I said, you need a Delirium weapon, roll it just by getting Essence of Delirium, and hopefully having something left over to roll spell damage onto, or hopefully it rolls some attack speed for your whirling, or hopefully it rolls some cast speed on a scepter. If you really don't want to use a scepter and you're not going to use a consuming dark, then just roll it onto a dagger, or you can go the very popular bow setup as full CI with a soul strike. But since I wanted to do Shav's maximum damage, basically I went with a dual wield setup so I could get poison into the setup as well. So as far as poison goes, if you don't know, it's based off of the initial hit of Essence Drain. As you can see, Essence Drain has two different types of damage there. Deals 300 to 400 and the damage per second. The 300 to 400 is the initial hit, and that's the 6k to 9k you see there, and that's what your poison is going to be based off of. So cast speed and just stacking poison on a target is a huge single target gain, which isn't really necessary until the absolute end game, and that's why I'm dual wielding to get maximum damage of a consuming dark plus a decay weapon, and not having to sacrifice any links. For my current 6 link, I'm running Essence Drain, Empower, Contagion, Rapid Decay, Void Manipulation, and Controlled Destruction. When it's business time and I'm going to want to get maximum DPS, I'll drop Contagion and I'll put in Pierce, and then when I get to boss fights, I'll put in slower projectiles. Gear's Energy Shield gear as per business as usual, and I'll go over that in the guide, I assume. I am playing an Occultist. The important things in Occultist are Wicked Ward and Void Beacon. Beyond that, you can get Vile Bastion if you really don't like Profane Bloom and Malediction, but I've been enjoying Profane Bloom. It does trigger your Delirium, so Profane Bloom and Contagion can actually farm pretty consistently by themselves, and then Malediction saves you having to wear a +1 curse ring or neck. Besides that, you've also got this for another curse, since I am running both Temp Chains and Enfeeble on Blasphemy, as well as a Witchfire for triple curse of vulnerability. I'll go over everything else in detail, I hope, in the next video, if it ends up clearing everything quite well, and I think it should. For now though, this is Essence Drain. I hope to see some of you in the next few streams. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time.